What up, guys? How you guys doing today? I hope everyone is doing fantastic. As you can see, I'm doing wonderful today. Welcome back to another video. Welcome to the world of soccer. Happy Friday, people. I hope everyone is ready for the weekend and, of course, ready to get this news. We have a lot of news: the transfer rumor, transfer official, and of course Chelsea news. This video gonna focus on Chelsea news. So we're gonna go through about what is going on, what we have, and what hey, everything is doing great at Chelsea. There's a lot of interesting news here at the moment. And we're gonna start with the officialization because we have our first signing of the summer, a free deal because he came from Fulham to Chelsea free. And of course, Tosin Adorabio. He released a clip today and he looked good in blue. He looked good in blue. He was born to wear a blue. So welcome to the blue house, to the blue family. And I like some of the statement he said. Of course, he was born in London. He said 3 mile from Stamford Bridge. I mean, people who live in London will know that. He even said the name of the hospital, say St. Mary's, St. St. Mary's, something like that. So that's easy for London people to to know, you know. So anyway, Fulham and Chelsea, we are on the west side, West London. So we are neighbor. You know, it's not that far from each other. I don't even think he need to move from his apartment or from his house. You know, so he can just change the GPS, just go to Chelsea instead of Fulham. But I think he's a great signing. 26 years old. He signed 4 years deal plus 1 year's option. So he's 26. So he have a contract until he's 30. And we lost a huge experience this summer because Thiago Silva left. But we replace him with another experienced player who know the Premier League, who have the experience playing the Premier League, play the championship with Fulham because they came up together. Since they came back to the Premier League, he was in that squad, and he's been a key player with them because he's a starting player at Fulham. I mean, Fulham is not the same category as Chelsea, but they're still a Premier League club. Really good. I think they finished 12th this season, and they play really good. They play really good football, and he's in terms of metric, he's among the top Premier League center back performer this season. So he's really good, and he was born as a leader because he was a captain of Man City U18 when he was 16, and then he played his first professional game at the age 16, 17. That just tell you how good a player is because his first game was an FA Cup. He did his professional debut with Man City in an FA Cup game in 2015-16. So he have experience. He had already played in the Premier League. He know how the intensity is, and he played in a big club. He was formed in a big club because even though he's a Londoner, because he was born in London, he was formed by Man City. He went to the academy in Man City at age 5, and until he transferred to Fulham. So he's a really good center back, and I think Enzo Maresca already worked with him in some capacity. So it's a great signing, and the way he talk just display a leadership, a natural leadership. He's the characteristic of a leadership. You cannot buy that. People can develop it. If you are like a simp or like you look like you don't have any characteristic, you can develop that, you can work on that. But there are people who are born with it, and the way he talk just so that, like he say, he's a natural leader. As a center half, it's his responsibility to have those characteristics. It's a really important characteristic to have for center back because they have to communicate a lot. I think in terms of football, goalie, center back, midfield, and striker, that's how the communication go. So like if you have a really great center back, the communication just like float like a boat, it just goes smooth because the communication will be transmitted like magnet. When the goalie says something, the center back can share it with the midfield can share it with everybody. So having someone who have that, plus he speak English, he's not like a Thiago Silva who is there who don't speak English that much. And having someone with the experience he have in the Premier League and the leadership characteristic he's displaying in his interview, I hope it will be like that in the field. I hope. Because like in term of metric he's one of the best in the league. Of course we saw in the term of header he's really good and in the header because with Chelsea was struggling with that. But Enzo Maresca came with his set piece coaches and we having Tosin now there. I think Tosin gonna start. You know, he will be a starting player. I don't know if Fofana Colwell come back. Now we have like seven. Like we have a 7 or 6 center back, even though I think Chalaba gonna leave. But yeah, I think we are well stuck there, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna just read some of his quote he said because he had a really pretty cool video release and that was cool. But the thing that's really matter to me is what he was bringing in the club, what his intention. According to Chelsea Daily, is a Twitter page for Chelsea. If you're interested, go follow them. You know, you can follow me on Twitter too. I'm in Twitter too, the World of Soccer. So don't hesitate to follow me there. And of course, Tosin, I'm here to win. I want to win. It is as simple as that, really. I just want to keep working and pushing the team and the club in the direction we want to go in. I'm excited to get going, Chelsea. So this is his word. He want to win. You know, at Chelsea we have the culture of winning, even though the past 2 years being really tough. But we are winners. Like Chelsea, the past 20 years, we are the most successful club in the Premier League. Among the Premier League club, I think nobody will compare to Real Madrid. You know, so that characteristic and the way he talk is really reassuring that we having player like that. Because this season we were complaining a lot we don't have a leader in the field. The player were fighting for penalty, and when thing goes south, we don't have people to rise everybody to push them for forward. You know, but it's like he have the characteristic. So I wanna just see that on the field, starting in the summer camp, man, because that will be here, and I can't wait to see my boys play in front of me. So let's wait to see how the season gonna go for him. Anyway, Tosin, welcome to Chelsea. Welcome to the Blue family. You know, once you're blue, you will be always blue. So that is the official and the rumor are going on. We're gonna talk about those rumor, of course, and Julian Alvarez. We're gonna talk about Julian Alvarez, and of course, Man City. According to the report, Man City is asking about 80 million euro, which is I don't know how conversion work really, but it's maybe 75, 70 million pound. That's what they're looking for. They bought him from River Plate in the like 40. And then it's good, like because the player and the team all the communication is kind of smooth. The player want a more game time. But hey, you have the Norwegian in front of you. Erling Haaland. I know they are different profile, but if you have a player who put down money goal in the season, it will be hard to move him for Alvarez, you know. So Alvarez is honest with the club, and the club is clear that they are not sending him to a loan. So if he wanna leave, they're gonna sell him. That's what I love about Man City. You know, they don't keep their player. The player want to leave, they sell you. You know, Pep Guardiola doesn't hold into player. He's not like a PSG. You know, so I mean, hey, can't wait. And there is a bid. The report says Chelsea gonna send a bid, which will be interesting. You know, I mean, even though there is a other concurrent like talking about PSG, I think PSG representative already talked with the club of Man City. I don't know why they want him. They have Gonzalo Ramos, they have Rondo Colomoni, almost 200 million spent last year. They're not even playing. Why you wanna bring another striker there? You know, so leave the boy alone. You already have a striker, you know. But his PSG, they have money. They lost Mbappe. I think they're gonna go to the market just splash money, waste money again. But yeah, I think to be the man, Alvarez should choose to join Chelsea. I'm just saying, at Chelsea, you're gonna be there. You will definitely have a game time, and you will because he can play the Maresca ball. He already know Maresca. They work together, and it will be much easier. You don't have to go to a different culture, learn. Even as representative saying, "Oh, choosing the next team, the city will really matter. Well, I mean, Paris is cool, but London is cool too, you know. So we wanna see, like, let's just hope Chelsea gonna go for this because it's 70 million pound, and of course that would bring us to the Chelsea financial issue. You know, like we have a lot of financial issue. Yesterday, the Sky News was saying, oh, there are six club that need to sell to avoid breaching the financial rule, you know. But hey, in those six clubs was Chelsea, Everton, Aston Villa, uh, Forest, I think Wolverhampton, and Chelsea. So it turned out to be false, you know. I mean, like Ben Jacob or David Austin have reported this few weeks ago that Chelsea don't need to sell uh, for the end of this month, you know, because you remember we sold everything to ourselves, the grass, the field, the training ground, the hotel. So like those loophole Chelsea really took advantage of them. So hey, Sky Sport reported that yesterday, but they corrected themselves this morning, saying Sky Sport understand Chelsea will need to make sales to keep in line with PSR for the 2024-2025 season, and the cut off for that is next summer, but they are under no pressure to sell this month. So yeah, they just corrected themselves, you know. I mean, yeah, those are all journalists, you know. Like we are here, we just comment on their reporting. They can say something today, say another thing tomorrow. So we don't know. We don't know what they do. But what is this just gave Ben Jacob even more credibility because he already said this weeks ago, and of course Chelsea is already in good standing financially. You know, even though they're selling the asset to themselves and then keep them. Yeah, so the loophole is there. Hey, the rules are there to be broken. So, like, if there is a loophole, use it. So, Chelsea is really taking advantage of that. And of course, yesterday, in the Premier League, there was a vote, to suppress that. So, you cannot sell yourself your asset. You need 70%, I think 17 club to vote for it. I think only 11 voted for it, and the rest say no. So, it didn't pass. So, Chelsea actually won against the Premier League in that term of rules. So we can sell ourselves the asset, and then if you want, we sell them back to us. That would be crazy, to be flipping back and forth. That would be like money laundering. It's not pretty, but it's cool. It's Chelsea Football Club, and we are out of jam this summer, so we don't have to sell this summer. So like we can negotiate in peace with any club that wants some of our player, except the player that are there is hard to say because they have only one contract, 1 year's contract. Just take a example of Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher main objective is to stay at Chelsea. He don't want to move, and if he is moving, he want to go to a club that is good for his career. He don't want to go to move from Chelsea to a lesser club. So I mean that I think is fair. He hold the card. He have only 12 months. So Chelsea don't really cannot really pressure him. They either offer him the project, the contract he's asking for, or sell him to a bigger club. Because I agree with him. You won't be leaving from a bigger club to a smaller club. So I think that makes sense. It's his career, Chelsea president want what is best for them, and he want what is best for him. So that is a contractual talk. Let's hope they find something. For me personally, I will keep him, but the way Maresca will play, I don't know if he will have a much role to play there. But is a part of the game. We may lose him for free if he didn't want to go to Aston Villa or Tottenham. So he can just sit down, do nothing. He run down his contract and then he go free for anywhere he want. Because he's a good player. I think there is a lot of team that would take him. So that is the rumor. So Alvarez, 70 million pound, it would be a good deal. It's much better than not. We create a lot of chances. This dude score. He assists. His hit map is crazy. He can score, he can assist, and he can play. He can drop down. So he match Enzo Maresca football. So it would be interesting how Chelsea gonna move forward, even though Benjamin Sesko is still in the picture. But if you have to pick someone, pick the guy who already know the Premier League. So Chelsea, come on. I know PSG they will be hard to compete with them on term of salary because we know Alvarez will not. Maybe he's paid right now 50 or 100k. we can just double that. You give him 200 or 180, and he'll be fine if he accept that. But if PSG come to give him 250, 300, you can do nothing. It's Paris Saint-Germain. So it's a Qatar. So even though they don't do a lot of business with Man City, but if they bring their money, it's 80 million pounds. So I'm pretty sure PSG can pay that, So that is the rumor and all the speculation. It's not a rumor really, it's a speculation because that Chelsea want him and the guy want more time and City don't have more time to give him. So that means he gonna leave, he will be going somewhere. And he already won everything. He have nothing to prove to anybody. He won everything at age of 24 or 23. He already won every trophy that a player can play in. So he can choose to go to Saudi for that matter if he want to for the money. But anyway, we're waiting to see if Chelsea gonna go for him. I hope they go because we need a striker. And Chelsea is talking again about a goalie. Argentinian goalie, I think is Trubin. He already played for Chelsea from 2016 to 2019, and then PSG bought him, and then he went to Germany, and then he came back to Nice. So now he had a really good season last year. He's their number one goalie, and I think Chelsea is looking for him. I don't know if it's better than what we have, but hey, we don't know. Right now we are free to spend whatever we want. We don't have to sell. So like enjoy the mercato or the transfer window. So that is what is going on at Chelsea. Of course, we're gonna talk a little bit about our rival. Man United. It's like they are now going with Thomas Tuchel. It's like they have some discord. They don't agree in some terms. So I think he's out of the race. And I just feel bad for Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag is like a man going through a divorce or through a breakup. You see your wife or your girlfriend knowing that you guys are gonna be separated. You see him being with another man and you can't do anything. That's the situation in Man United. Eric Ten Hag is seeing Manchester United doing an interview with coaches for his place and he cannot do much. He's just in vacation waiting to see if they're gonna keep him or not, because there is a Pochettino online and Graham Potter, of course not. But I think the Ineos want Gareth Southgate more than any of those coaches available. So he's a England coach. It's gonna be interesting, if Man United choose to go with him, it's gonna be fun to follow and how he gonna develop that squad because he have a plethora of player at a national team, but they didn't win anything yet. Even though this season he did a lot of surprising move for the Euro, and of course he tried to give some explanation why Jack Grealish and Madison was left out of the squad, and then he stated it's about form, which is crazy. It's kind of weird coming from him because we saw Anderson and Harry Maguire like look so playing without playing anything, but now he's more interested about the form than experience. So like, hey, we're gonna see what's gonna happen in the Premier, in the Euro. But hey, Unions want him to come to Man United. We will see what they decide, and they're gonna choose Eric Ten Hag fate in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And Eric Ten Hag is just enjoying, like I said. If they wanna continue with me, they'll continue with him. If not, I will go win trophy another place. That's what I do because they do it when I pick up. So that is a Man United case. So they're still looking for their coach, which is the difference between them and Chelsea. Chelsea fired their coach, but they got another one quickly, And of course, there was an interesting tweet on an interview from Maurice, no, for Sarri. You remember Sarri? The coach was smoking in the field every time. And yeah, like he just said something about Chelsea, and he really regretted leaving Chelsea. He said it was a mistake because we didn't fire him. He just left. He wanted to go back to Italy. I mean, at that time, Juve was doing really good, and then he went to Juve, but he won the Europa League with Chelsea, and then just decided to leave. The owner wanted to keep him, but he wanted to go back to Italy. So he went back to Italy, and then now he just said that was one of the biggest mistake he made in his career so far, because he said the project was good, everything was good to develop something, but he missed the Italian food. He missed the Mario Kart, so he wanted to go back home. But he went to Juve. I mean, he won the league, but he got fired 1 year later because he's a Napoli man. So it was hard for him to connect with Juve fan. Even with Chelsea fan, I don't think the connection was there. I mean, there was a crazy interaction with him and Kepa came out. Now I'm not coming out. Everyone remember that. But hey, it's good. Like some people are capable to recognize the mistake they did, and I think that is part of the being human being. It's good. It's good to have. And of course, we're gonna finish with the African football that took place yesterday. I wanted to do an entire video of Mali Ghana, but yeah, like we lost the game. I didn't like the game. I watched it. It's just kind of rubbish, bro. Like, how can you lose to Ghana and at home? We were playing a Bamako and then you be losing the game like that. So I just said, nah, I'm not doing like 20 minutes or 15 minutes on that because it was so disappointing. And I think the coach gonna be fired because he just left out some player for, I don't know, like I don't know why he do that because Ivisuma is not even the national team, and I didn't see Hydra yesterday. So, but yeah, we lost to Ghana 2-1 while we were winning in the first half. But hey, we lost to Ghana 2-1. Egypt won. Algeria, I think Algeria lost, right? So like yeah, in Africa there was a lot of surprising thing, but yeah, Algeria lost. Senegal won, and Tunisia won. So the big team won. I'm just curious what Cameroon gonna do because they didn't send the list yet. So like I don't know what's gonna happen to them, but it's interesting. It's gonna be an interesting thing to follow, and of course, there will be other friendly game going on before the Euro because I think France will be playing Greece tomorrow, and there's a lot of other game. For example, Brazil is playing, Spain will be playing, Argentina will be playing. So like those are friendly game. Everyone is getting ready for the Euro and the Copa America, and we can't wait to start watching official games. And right now, people are just sharing their thought and rumors, sharing rumors. Every player are at the campment or like enjoying the vacation, but the journalists are working really hard to give us this information. And of course, yeah, this time will be the end. There was a scandalous report in Germany. There was a ADL, is a state news in Germany. It was reported by Sky News that a journalist asked if they want to see more white player or less, more white player in the national team. Of course, we saw the racist part of the country. Some people are racist. Just yeah, I don't understand. Like, I think the German national team is really white. Like, I mean, Rudiger is a black. Musiala, I don't think Musiala is a black. You may put him in black, but he's a mix. And as an African, before I came to US, like I think the world was okay. There is a black people, there is a white people, and there is a Asian people. I think for us, like Mexican or the European white, Asian, like Chinese, Arab, they were all yellow and we the black. That's how we see it. So, but when I came here, it's all brown, white. So I didn't know. I just started learning that when I get here, and it's interesting because if you look at that national team, there's a lot of is a majority white. But if they consider the Turks are now white, like Musiala and Gundogan and stuff, if those guys are not considered white, then yeah, you may put that. And so like there is a backlash. The captain Joshua Kimmich, of course, did not support that, and the coach too. Kiddo to them because they stand for diversity, which is really important. I mean, there is a white supremacy everywhere, and every country is dealing differently. And yeah, there's another journalist who came out to defend that. He said, you won't know the problem until you address it. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense too. Like, if you put the question like this, then you know who is a racist or who is not. It's better than just living under the rug. You don't know what's going on and just, yeah, everyone just walking around with their racist thought. But I think that was really important to so the captain and the coach stand for diversity. Of course, even Julian Nagelsmann talked about like refugee running away from natural catastrophic war and stuff, and everyone need to be included. And of course, Joshua Kimmich is saying, okay, this tournament is to bring everybody together. this is the really a negative PR for the national Mannschaft. So hey, anyway, it's a white people thing. Is I think is a Western thing when people there are some people really walking on the street angry of seeing other people living just peacefully. Some people are just racist by nature, you know. So you will find that everywhere. It's just like how you deal with it. Every country deal with it differently. But yeah, it's just cool to see that there is those debate out there, so we know what people are feeling. And yeah, you be racist, be not be racist is up to you, and the world will go on. You know. So anyway, guys, I know this video being really long, but hey, thank you for watching. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friend. And of course, if you are already a man, you know the sky's the limit for us. So have a wonderful day. Enjoy the weekend. Take care. Bye.